The footage you don't see is me carrying around this 1/6 scale hyper realistic statue around public parks, filming it like a madman. Anyways, I am Bobo. Today we are going to be talking about Conan the Cimmerian. That's right, not the barbarian, for legal reasons, obviously. This is Mezco's, I believe, first forte into the premium 1/6 statue world. So we're going to just dive into it, and I'm going to try to present this in the best way I can. I took it outside, I took some pictures, I filmed some stuff. That way it's not completely ugly, but there's a lot going on with this thing. It's heavy, it's cool, it's unique. So we're going to just dive into it. We're just going to try to get through it. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. So starting first with the base, this thing is the heaviest portion of this Conan the Cimmerian statue. Mezco put a lot of weight in this thing. It's heavy. The statue connects via magnets, so that's pretty cool. So the boots are firmly in; those do not come out. But looking at the base, it's got a lot of nice paint. It's got a little bit of blood. It's got some snow. It's got some rocks, some bones. It looks cool. It represents where Conan the Cimmerian's from, that harsh environment in that world. So I think they did a wonderful job with it. And then on the bottom here, as I try to hold this up, you got all the legal stuff. They stamped everything on there, so you know it's a Mezco Toyz Static 6. Anyways, we're going to put the legs on first. As you can see, it's got a lot of nice detail. This dude's buff, ready for action, but he's been through battle, and it shows. I mean, those legs got deep scars, deep cuts, deep definitions. It's got a loincloth underwear type thing over there. That way you don't see Conan's nards. But you can see Conan's butt somewhat, and he's definitely been working out. It looks good. It looks really, really good. I'm really impressed with this. The paint came out nice. The sculpt's there. We also have a lot of mixed media parts. Well, only two, really, but this loincloth, it's made out of like some fake leather, I believe, or it could be leather. I'm not sure. I would be concerned about this long-term flaking and breaking, but this is what it looks like, so you're all aware. You just sit that over there like so. You could display him just like this if you wanted to, but he also has his heavyweight championship belt. Actually, I believe this is called, it's not the harness, it's the leather-like battle tunic. You stick it on the torso. A lot of great paint, a lot of great detail. They really didn't skip out on this. If you're familiar with Mezco, they usually have a lot of detail. It comes at a higher end price, but you know, it looks really good. I have to say, like, this is just the tunic. I mean, it's got a lot of nice detail, a lot of nice paint applied. Definitely very satisfying from a collector's standpoint. And then what you do here is you just place it on like so. Once you figure it out, it does take some adjusting to get used to. I'm not really someone who messes around with statues like this, so this is all new territory for me. It's also got his little dagger right there. It plugs right in. It's made of a softer plastic. Here it is, a little more in detail. It looks really good. I really haven't got any issues with this. No problems whatsoever. And then, of course, we have the sheath here. You got real chain. It attaches to the back. It hangs on there, and then it's got nice detail, nice sculpt, nice paint. You're going to hear me saying that a lot because, you know, they did a really good job. I did not get the 112 Conan, so some of this may be familiar territory, but then he has an extra sword that you can plug in the back. This isn't made out of like resin or anything. It seems to be made out of a plastic. I don't know if that's going to bother some collectors or not, but it's something I should point out. And then from there, once we have that all attached, we go ahead and start putting on the upper body. And a beautiful body it is. It's got no arms yet, but we'll get to that in a bit. And I attached this thing to one of my light magnets so I could have it spin around for you guys. I mean, just look at the detail and the paint and sculpting. I mean, really top-notch stuff. Even got the metal armband thing attached there. Really no issues. It's a beautiful, stunning piece. Like, I don't know that much about anatomy. It looks really good. I know some people might complain, but I like it. And then we have mixed media goods yet again with the cape. The cape is quite interesting. It's done very nice. It's got a nice soft material. It's even got the fake fur thing on the top there. It also has wires in the cape, but they just don't work that well. And of course it's tethered at the bottom, and they did a really good job with that. But it's got wire in the cape, but it just doesn't work. I've tried to bend it to go up. Either the wire's not heavy enough to get like a swoosh action, or I just suck at posing that. And I'm gonna say it's just not heavy enough, because I got plenty of 6-inch figures, 7-inch with wired capes that work just fine. But it still looks cool. It's a nice piece you could add on. You got the Cimmerian logo right there, or the Conan logo, probably the Conan. And then we got his necklace with different bones and stuff. Now this isn't a string or anything. It's all molded plastic. Paint on it's pretty good. No issues there. We have a nice sculpt design. All of this came out really good, really nice. Once again, I feel like I'm going to be repeating myself through this. But then we got a harness. I've done many videos like just showing what I've been doing with this on social media, and I believe this is the first time I actually put on that harness correctly. Sculpted piece, softer plastic type material. The buckle's done good. The strap itself looks fantastic. For it being a harness, and you got the detailed rivets there and whatnot, and it just kind of helps complete the picture, especially once you got this guy posed on. And then we got this helmeted head with the horns. He's ready to go out to party. This is Party Conan right here, you know, frat Conan. Just kidding. He's got a yelling expression. I have a feeling a lot of people are going to display it like this. Maybe, I could be wrong, but this head is definitely cool with the horns and the helmet and whatnot. Very nice expression to include for the character to give you that nice warrior type vibe. And then he's got a shield. Now that with the shield, it connects via a magnet just like the head, but it's got a beautiful detail on the top, nice paint. It's got very good sculpting work. This shield's seen lots of battle, as you can see, and all that came out good. On the inside of the shield is the arm, which has the magnet to it. He's holding it. This is non-removable, but it looks good. The rivets inside look great. They gave it a lot of nice detail. All that came out fantastic. And then once we're done with that, we're gonna go ahead and put the battle axe in his hand. And as you can see, the magnet did turn, so I just adjusted it. But he's got a battle axe, and he's yelling in anger because he stubbed his toe. Just kidding. The battle axe looks great. It's a cool weapon to include for this character. And then, of course, he has the arm there that's attached to it. Now, this is non-removable, so he's got to hang out the whole time. But a cool addition, so you can switch out your display options. And then what we'll do here, we'll just take that off. Now, he's got this small sword here that you could use to have him stabbing down at something. I believe I saw that on the promo page. That's why I put it in there. I mean, there's really only one thing you could really do with it, to be quite honest. But of course, he's got, you know, the gauntlet, and then he's holding the sword. So all that came out fine. Then here's the other head. Not as expressive, but expressive at the same time. The hair sculpted really well. They included the earrings. The detail on the face is just fantastic. This is a guy who's been through battle. He's seen it all. He's angry. He's ready to fight. From what I understand, Conan the Cimmerian, he's more of a brute as opposed to the barbarian, who kind of got more of a brain. Once again, I'm reviewing this because somebody wanted it and I picked it up. So that's what I know about that. He comes with the smaller hand that you can attach on, just so you know, as you saw in the last clip. It's a little more expressive. It all depends on what you want to do with this statue. And then he's got this sword here. Remember, he's also got one in a sheath too. But that one, you could do whatever you want with it. This one's fixed in. It looks good. It looks to be the exact same as the other sword, just except with a hand attached to it, which plugs in quite nice. The cool thing about this statue is, There's a lot of different ways you could display this guy. You can't imagine somebody buying like 20 different versions of this, but it still looks cool. I mean, pick how you want your Conan displayed. Then, of course, he's got a fist here. Looks good, just like the open hand with good gauntlets, but this one's in a closed fist. And yeah, you put them all together. You saw it one way, you saw it another. We'll go to some outdoor pictures or some videos so you can see that too. But it's a cool piece. It's huge and it's heavy, and I recommend you be very careful with it. But yeah, no, it's not bad at all. So overall, should you get it? I mean, if you can track it down, if you didn't pre-order it, it seems to be sold out everywhere. So I don't know if the secondary market's going to be the best place to pick this up. I don't even know what type of price tag that's going to tag. Mezco offered free shipping if you picked it up in X amount of time. But as you can see, I took it outside. The winds were a little high today. The cape did flow in the wind. I doubt many people are going to take this outside. I may be only the crazy bastard that did that. So it looks cool. It came at a price tag of, I believe, $225. I think it's worth every penny. I've seen a lot of statues in people's collection for the price point that it's offered at. I think it's great. Once again, if you didn't order this already, I think you're going to run into a problem of paying a higher price. Hopefully that's not the case, but hopefully this review helped. I know I went all over the place. I tried to make it as simple as possible, but thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Leave your feedback below. If you have any questions, I'll answer them, and until we meet again, great googly moogly.